Hi,
Hi.
can you see and hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you? I can see you.
That's perfect. I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking.
First of all, you're looking gorgeous with your crown and sash. So yeah,
Thank you. I thought we'd be presentable today. So I brought it all. Thank you.
that's amazing. So first of all, thank you so much for accepting the invitation this live. We're honored to have you on board, and I hope you are doing well. Your day was good.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. And yes, I've had a good day. It's now around 6 p.m. in Finland. You're in India, correct?
Yeah, so it's around
Yes.
8:32 p.m. in India. We're
Yes. So
fine.
good to hear.
All right, so I have to say this thing before we start our questions and the interview. Finland is very close to my heart because one of my uncles lives in Finland, and I always have had a very special relationship with the queens of Finland. For example, Miss Finland World 2023 Adelaide, like she's a very good friend of mine, and I always
Oh,
loved the contestants from Finland. So yeah, I was especially waiting for this live.
oh, that's so sweet. Lovely to hear that little connection. Yeah, that's really nice to hear.
Yeah. So that's why I was waiting for this live for so long, and finally it is happening. So let's start this live with the questions that we have for you.
Yes.
All right. So the very first question is, it's a very common question. How will you introduce yourself to the international audience?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Vera Eloranta. I am Miss International Finland 2025, and it's an honor to be here in this interview with you today and with all of you guys watching.
That's amazing, and we can't wait to see you, gracing the stage of Miss International this year. It would be fantastic to see you waving the flag of Finland high in the competition.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited for it too. Definitely a huge honor, and I'm deeply grateful for the chance to do so.
Exactly, because to put on the sash of your country across your chest and to be called by your country's name internationally, it's a huge opportunity and responsibility as well. So I would
Yes.
like to know that how are you maintaining that responsibility and the pressure of representing your country at international pageant?
Thank you for your question. I I believe that this was before I won, I had such a peaceful feeling within me. I was at peace. I knew that there was a reason I was here, and there was a bigger meaning in this. And when I was crowned, I first I was like, wow, I cannot believe it. But immediately I was flocked with so much support and love, and fan pages doing things, and the people of Finland also really supporting me. I've received nothing but love, especially from the Finns, and it's honestly just been the honor of a lifetime. And I think I've been handling it quite well. For me, I've been systematically training for years for this moment. And for me, I feel like now I can finally show them and I can finally hopefully make all Finns proud. I'm working hard with my charity and with everything to really put my best on the stage. And I think I tell you well. I mean, of course, there is pressure. There is a lot of expectations from me, especially from after my following my previous pageant experience. There is a lot of expectations for me, but I take that with so much gratitude and excitement and honored that people believe in me. And for me, the biggest goal is just to truly make Finland proud and to show Finland's value and honor on stage then.
That's such an amazing answer. And who knows that with all those values and honor that you want to show about Finland on the international stage, you might also bring the crown home.
Yes, I just might. Let's hope for the best. Yes, that would be amazing. It'd be truly such a dream come true.
Exactly. Because again, Miss International is such a big competition, and representing Finland, the beautiful country Finland, is such a that competition would be such a great thing. And I was discussing with my team because, as I said, that of course I'm in India, so I will support India, but I was also saying it to my team that okay, we are interviewing Miss International Finland, so are we going to be Team India or Team Finland? So and just imagine if India and Finland are in top two, I was like, okay, that's going to be hard for us because I always have that deep relation with Finnish contestants. So my team was saying to me that you can just have your hands like this, praying for both of them if India and Finland are going to be in top two.
Oh, that'd be yes. Did you know actually I'm ethnically half Indian?
Yeah, I do know. I like I was
Yeah, so
following your
I'm carrying it over. I'm representing Finland, and I want to represent Finland to the best, but I also want to represent those with diversity. Everyone, Indians also hopefully, and the Malaysians, of course. I'm half Malaysian. I want to represent not just Finns, but all who feel like they're seen because growing up, there isn't always that many diverse queens, and especially from Finland. So for me, it's also a huge something I take deep to my heart. The fact that I have the opportunity to represent Finns, because I'm not the typical Finnish beauty queen. I do have that mixed. I'm a little bit different, but I want to use it as my goal and my strength, and I want to. It's my superpower. So, but
Yeah,
yes, raising the flag too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And different people, different things shines the brightest. So take that point.
Yes.
All right. And also, your victory is going to be a victory of all the people all around the world who are connected to you. So I think it's going to be an international victory for all of us.
Thank you. I really hope so. Because honestly, it's been amazing the international support and how much me competing spread even before I won.
Yeah.
So yes, hopefully I yeah.
All right. So moving on to the next question. So again, Miss International is such a big competition, so preparations must be hectic and fast. So how's the preparation going for the competition?
Preparation is going very well. As I said before, I have been preparing for years. I'd
Yeah.
say 2 years quite actively ever since my previous competition, and I've had Miss International in mind. And when this opportunity came, because Miss International, of course, was under the Miss Finland license before, or under their organization, they had the license. So now this was the first time this was being held as its own competition. And as soon as I knew about it and I applied, I right away got to work. Everything there is to know. One of the biggest things I've been asked is, of course, how I'm preparing. And for me, the biggest thing I'm doing in my prep is I want to be a vessel of knowledge. As soon as I
Yeah.
heard about this competition being organized, I went into a deep dive, everything there is to know about Miss International, previous queens, Japan, because I want to honor the Japanese culture and bring Finland's values and the way of life to the stage. So for me, the biggest thing in my prep has definitely been gaining more and more knowledge, doing my research because I want to go as prepared as possible to give my best. And then of course I've been practicing my passerella. Q&A has been also something I've been practicing for quite a long time, and I've always kind of been working on it. So of course the basics, but then especially knowing the knowledge, I think is very important. That, and then of course expanding and working hard on my charity. But preparations are going good. There's a little less than 2 months before my departure, and it's definitely crazy how fast time is flying, but I would say pretty well. Wardrobe is being put together, and some gowns are being designed and made from scratch for me, so quite well.
Yeah, I mean, you look solid contender for the crown, as like I already believe that, but listening to you after this, so I think Finland is coming super strong for Miss International.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
And also, as you have already mentioned, have you finalized your gown or it's in progress? Like, have you shortlisted few of them?
That they're all being made. There's nothing solid yet, but I know all the designs and measurements have been taken, and yeah, there's. I've definitely seen all the sketches, and we've tried a few materials. For example, for my national costume, I went for measurements like a few days after I was crowned, and so we were looking at some material. Okay, this will go here. So yeah, it feels very real then, little by little, seeing it come to life.
That's amazing, and we can't wait to see those designs, sizzling the stage when they will come in real for the competition.
Yes, I'm very excited for everyone to see. I have incredible designers and an incredible organization behind me and people part of my story. So I hope to make them all proud with wearing, for example, the dressmakers' designs on stage
Yeah,
and throughout the competition.
that's amazing, and I think you will look like an international queen in those gowns, and we can't wait to watch those gowns and you. So with that said, we have the next question for you, and that is, have you talked to your fellow contestants so far from the pageant for Miss International this year?
Yeah, I've done a lot of Instagram liking, like commenting and like that on the Instagram side. Yes, I've been we've been interacting a lot with each other. I'm still gathering who's from because there's still people being selected. Actually,
Yeah.
one contender from Canada is someone I previously competed with, so she I've been talking to, and she has her finals today. And yeah, definitely like in the commenting and stuff. And I actually am planning to this week because it's been very hectic, also in my DMs and everything. Um,
Yeah.
I want to take the time. Actually, I've actually already planned it this week. I'm going to take the time to contact a few, especially those who are in nearby countries to Finland, connect a bit with other Europeans. But yeah, a little bit I have.
That's amazing, and I think you will surely enjoy your time with the queens, with your sisters all around the world. and you will surely have some best friends after the pageant. That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
that would. And I think it's such a beautiful, unique experience that so many women from so many countries can come together in the same place at the same time because um, we're all in different parts of our life and our journey. And, it's beautiful how we can all come together and all be sisters. And I think that's amazing. And I'm very excited to meet everyone. I'm excited to know who my roommate is.
Yeah,
Yeah, crazy experience.
that
Get a
would be
whole
amazing.
experience.
And in the pageant, it's always, of course, you want to talk to with everyone, you want to talk and have that bond with everyone. But that special roomie talks and gossips are unmatchable because it's something that because you are sharing your room with someone for a specific number of weeks and you get to know that person very much. So I think you will surely have the best roommate.
I believe so too. I can't wait to meet whoever she is. And I think it'd be fun to, connect the culture. It'd be interesting actually, because I feel like a lot of times, Finland and Sweden or Finland and Iceland or someone in the Nordic Scandinavia is usually paired with Finland. So it'd be interesting to see that. Will it be someone with a similar culture or will it be sort of Asia or the US or very excited. No idea. It'd be fun to, share cultures and insights. I think that's one of the biggest things you can take away from something like this and meeting so many different people and cultures is coming the unity of coming together. And because Miss International is all about bridging the bridge of cultures and bridging cultures together. I think it'd be really interesting to get insight and different ideas, recipes, others.
And who knows that Miss International India might be a roommate, then you can have that all that cultural amalgamation together.
Yes, yes. Talk about all the things for sure.
Exactly. That would be amazing. So, with that said, the pageant is in Tokyo, Japan, and I am a big foodie. Like literally, I eat to live and live to eat. So,
Oh,
have you shortlisted your favorite food that you would like to explore in Japan?
I know this is probably the biggest answer, but sushi. I love sushi so much. I'm actually very, very excited. I just had sushi the other day and I was like, I can't wait. Actually, I went for sushi with my national director and I was like, I cannot wait to then like experience and go to like the places there authentically and experience that because I've seen all the videos and like videos of some restaurants where they have this like like this belt that takes the food around and all the different. It'd be so cool to see that. Definitely sushi, but then all the little snacks, little biscuits and stuff. I love trying that stuff whenever I'm in Asia, and it'd be very cool to see like all the different snacks they have. Yeah, with sushi.
That even I like in India also we have lots of variety of sushi now because it's like the cultural globalization all over the world. So we do have sushis in India, but I really want to taste that authentic sushi from Japan. I mean, one day in future.
Yes, yes, same. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, I want to know what it's like. Because, yeah, here also it's very popular. People love Japanese food here. We have very good restaurants and
Yeah.
buffets. Sushi buffets are very popular. But I want to get the fully authentic experience and being in Japan and with the surrounding, the community and everything. It's very exciting.
I think you will have a great time. Enjoy your time in Japan. Besides the competition, I think you will have to enjoy all the food, the culture, everything in Japan because I think it's going to be once in a lifetime opportunity, and like all of you have to just make the best out of it.
Yes, for sure. And also going like I've never been to Japan before, so also to go that far out, like have to experience everything and it'd be really nice to see Tokyo and such a beautiful city from what I see and hear.
Also, like it's going to be your first time in Japan, so how better it would be like it's your first time and you're coming back from Japan with a crown on your head or
Yes,
Finland.
that'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. One of the
Yeah,
biggest
that would be
blessings ever
amazing.
for sure.
Exactly. So, with that said, we have some pageant patty questions for you. And the very first question is that if you win Miss International this year, so during your reign, for what social cause you would like to work?
Yes. I would definitely, it's very close to my heart, and it's the theme of also my charity. I would like to work deeply, well, with all of them, touching on all of them, and learning all about the SDGs even more would be amazing. But the one that right now resonates with me the most is SDG 10, reduced inequalities. I have a little sister who is developmentally disabled, and she has autism. And seeing her and her story and her bloom into this beautiful young lady has been an honor, but also something, of course, she's had quite a few difficulties. So seeing that up close, I just have so much, I connect with that so much, and with seeing her and her story, and that made me want to go and do more good and support those with special needs and autism. And that is definitely something I would want to expand. I want to expand my charity and no matter what the outcome is, it's a very important cause to me that I want to do life's work with. But I would
Yeah.
love to, I have my charity Steps of Grace. I would love to expand Steps of Grace. I've had ideas. I'd like to continue my concept where, because I dance, because I think that dance is a beautiful art form and a beautiful way of expressing yourself. When it's hard to put it in words or hard to deal with the feelings, and especially bringing it to people with special needs, and helping them express, because some of my students, for example, don't speak. So I want to bring that way of expressing themselves, and seeing the joy on their faces is one of the best feelings I have. I actually just had a Steps of Grace class on Friday, and seeing the students again and their smiles on their faces, it brings me so much joy, and I definitely want to continue that. I would love to put up, do more, basically combining my performing skills that I've done all my life with the cause and supporting. One day it would be a dream to do some kind of production or show that people can come and watch, and then it's the students performing, or something beautiful like that. But I definitely want to work very hard with the reduced inequalities, because I think that it is not fair that because some people have disabilities, well, for example, seeing my little sister and her experience, that society can be so cruel to those who have disabilities or who are seen as a bit different. And I think it's awful, because what is normal? Is there a normal? I don't think there's a normal. Everyone has their own thing, and no one should be picked out of the stack just because they maybe outwards have something different or are in a way that people don't really know much about. I feel like it's also a big thing about information, what you know about different people, because we all have our thing, and it's wrong. So I definitely want to go forth with that SDG goal, especially because it's so close to my heart. And I think everyone should have the opportunity to bloom and do what they want with their lives without any borders or anyone saying they can't or looking down on them. Everyone should have the chance to live life to the fullest and have the support they need in
Yeah.
life.
Like, I mean, that's such an amazing answer to this question, and I could actually sense that level of emotional attachment to your words, that how this project or this purpose is close to you. And you said it so right that, those people who are suffering and those children who are suffering from this, they are not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
People having that mindset, they are the problem, that, these children are the problems of society. So they need to change their perception, not the children's or the people who are suffering from this thing.
Yes.
And I think kudos to you that you're working on this aspect, because I think it would be so much of benefit that the reigning Miss International, if you win the crown,
Mm-hmm.
is working towards this cause. So again, thank you so much for this work, and kudos to you for working on this aspect.
Thank you so much. Yes, it is very dear to me. Yeah, and definitely people's
Yeah,
perception and knowledge. I feel like people need to understand and know more about things.
exactly.
Yeah, spreading
Yeah,
awareness.
and also, people need to understand this thing also, that we need to stop that tendency of commenting or authorizing others people's lives, because they should focus more on their lives, so
For sure.
they can do something better in their life. And because I have also seen this thing, that when I started this page, for example, so I received so many bad comments, because according to some people, pageantry is all about women. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, the major part is for women, but men do have some role in pageantry. And so many people told me this thing, that you should not, start this page something related to pageantry, because it's a womanized industry, it's not for male.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like listening to their comment, but I was just forgetting that, because I knew this thing very well, that what I am supposed to do, what I have to do in this
Mm-hmm.
page, through this page. So I
Yes.
think, yeah, I think we all should just focus on our work, and that's the best we can do.
For sure. And honestly, you don't know what someone's going through. People
Yeah.
go through silent struggles all the time. You really don't know what a person is going through. So I think it's wrong to start making comments or putting people down. And because everyone has their own path and destiny, and I think people need to understand more about the fact that we're all on our own path. Everyone's path and journey on this earth is unique, and no one can compare to another. So we really need to just focus on ourselves and have empathy for others and awareness. And kudos to you for still doing this and for going for what you want to do and what you believe is your thing, because that's honorable. That's amazing, especially with people saying that you can't do that. It's very important, because I've also heard that you shouldn't do this, that you can't do that. And I there's a reason, there's a purpose and a reason why we're here, and why you have that dream planted in your heart, or that idea, or oh, I want to do this. You absolutely should go through it. It's your life. You only live once.
Exactly. I mean, I remember one of the interviewer asked me this question while I was interviewing for a job,
Yes.
and he asked me this thing that, "What's your favorite hobby?"
Mm.
And I think he must be expecting the answer that he might say cricket or reading book and watching movie. I answered that I love to break the stereotypes, and he was
Love
so
that.
impressed with that.
Yes, and it's lovely that you're supporting, pageantry and us pageant queens and giving us this kind of opportunity to spread our message. And we really need it. And it's a big thing. I'm sure I'm speaking for many beauty queens. It's amazing the work that you guys
Thank
do.
you. Yeah, thank you so much. And talking about hobbies, so I would like to know that what are your hobbies, and did you have any kind of fun incident while performing those hobbies? For example, I love cooking. I can cook
Yes.
very well. But when I started cooking in the initial days, I made so many disasters that I was banned by my mom to enter the kitchen for 2 weeks.
Oh
So did you
my.
have any kind of incident?
I was thinking, well, I mean, I've danced my whole life and done all the performing things, and it's definitely the route I'm continuing in life. So I don't know if it's really ever been a hobby, but that otherwise, if I think about like classic hobbies, I love to read. I was a bookworm. I've always actually been a bookworm. When I was little, when I wasn't dancing or having to pay attention in class, I had a book in my hand. I would read a book while I was eating my food or while we're driving, and I actually had there's like this point system in the US in my elementary school, and in fifth grade, so that's like the end of elementary school, I had my school's highest AR points, which like this is this kind of metric how they measure our reading and stuff. So I had the highest AR points. So yeah, reading is definitely a big thing, and anything with movement and but for sure, dance has always carried a special place in my heart. But I don't really know if I'd call it a hobby. I feel like I'm so busy and all over the place. But reading, I love to do, and I have actually gone into baking. I love to bake, especially now that it's fall. Mishaps. Well, I have a bunch of dance mishaps. From
Yeah,
point shoe ribbons ripping off my like, cause in on the point shoe there are two ribbons
yeah,
that go around. There's the strap that supports your ankle, but there's two that go around and kind of keeps it on your foot. I had a one bad instance, probably one of my last ballet shows, like recitals. Yeah, it just ripped off, and I was like a few seconds left to go on
oh my God.
stage. But thank God my ballet teacher was there next to me. She was like, "Let's just quickly do something." And I mean, I've also had, hair
I
fall
mean,
apart and all this stuff. So just quickly, like, fake it till you make
yeah,
it. Quick solutions. But I think it's actually been, even though in the moment it's not so funny, but after it's also been, some good stories I have. But I actually
yeah,
also think that it's good that I've gone through things like that, like my costume ripping, my hair falling out, shoes, quick changes. I've done quick changes more times than I can count before, like literally. You got 2 minutes and you
yeah,
have to be there, change your whole outfit
yeah,
and your hair. It's taught me to adapt to big situations because never things don't really ever go as planned. So I think it's especially in the pageantry aspect, I'm always ready to adapt to different situations. I'm very adaptable. I'm quick on my feet, quick solutions, how you can make things work. It's definitely taught me a lot of good lessons. But yeah,
yeah.
lots of dance mishaps have happened in the how many years I've been dancing? 17 years I've been dancing.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I started when I was 5. Now I have not actively been to dance class, but I've been keeping it up. But now I'm possibly returning into
Yeah.
that soon.
And again, we all learn from our mistakes and mishaps that happens. And like from the cooking mishaps that happened with me in the kitchen, now I can cook very well. Now I'm not banned from my kitchen. I can enter it.
Good. But yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Everything, you can learn from everything. And I think that with some things in life, it's really just trying and testing what works and what doesn't. And then I feel like that's how a lot of success
exactly.
stories also happen. Then all of a sudden, something huge happens, and yeah, wow, I'm sure you're a very good cook now.
And I always believe after the cooking incidents and my learning in cooking, I always believe that whatever happens happens for a reason.
Yes.
And whatever happens, all of a sudden, it also happens for a good reason. Like for example, I didn't have any plan of opening this page, Glamour of Pageants. It was all of a sudden. Like I of course used to watch pageants since 2016, which is almost a decade. But I didn't have any prompt plan that one day I will be opening a pageant page named Glamour of Pageants. So what's the backstory? I was just taking my siesta in the afternoon. I was just sleeping. I all of a sudden woke up. I signed into Instagram. I just made this account and I went back to sleep. That's it.
Wow.
I
Good
don't
for
know why.
you. That's incredible. Sometimes you just need to do it.
yeah, I all of a sudden, all of a sudden, I just woke up. I just signed in, named the page as Glamour of Pageants. I didn't even have a logo at the time, and zero followers, zero following, zero posts. I just opened it and I went back to sleep. That's it.
Hmm. Wow. And look at you now.
But yeah, this page has given a lot to me. Like, I
Hmm.
had the honor of watching the pageants live from the venue, like Miss World 2 times in India, and then Miss Asia Global as well. So yeah, I'm honored with this page.
Yes, that's amazing.
All right. So we have two last questions for you. And before asking the last question to you, I really want to know this thing that if you win Miss International this year, first of all, that would be amazing.
Hmm.
So which superpowers would you like to have during your reign? Like any two superpowers that you'd like to have?
Ever since I was little, I'm very interested in languages. My superpower, I would want to be able to speak and understand all languages because then the world's open. The world's your oyster. You can communicate with anyone and go anywhere and connect with so many different people, and there's no language barrier. I think that would be so incredibly cool. I thought about this a lot, actually. Yeah, definitely to speak all languages. It'd be so
Yeah.
cool to I can truly go wherever, travel wherever, spread my charity wherever. For example, if I have the honor of being Miss International, I think it'd be amazing that I can go to all these different visits to different countries as a Miss International does and speak the language and connect with the locals. I would love to just go deep into the not well, of course, I would love to see all the tourist areas if it's to a country I've never been to or in general. It'd be lovely to see all the classic
Yeah.
landmarks and stuff, but I also love going deep, like actually like into the authentic, those little places that people don't know much about, connect with the people, go to those nice restaurants that are kind of hidden but super authentic. I
Yeah.
think it'd be so cool. Yeah, that for sure.
That's a very smart answer. Like, that's a very smart answer because just imagine you winning this international and throughout your reign, you have the access and that superpower to speak all the languages.
Yes, and I think it'd be so fitting for Miss International because Miss International is all about cultures and coming together and sisterhood and
Yeah.
stuff. I think it'd be so cool.
Yeah. One thing also that we have similar is that I also love to speak languages, different languages. Though I'm in the learning process, like I don't know any international language that I can speak very properly. Like I'm trying to learn Spanish,
Okay.
and I can just speak the basic Spanish. That the greetings one that I can do like, buenos tardes, mi nombre es Manchito, ¿cómo estás? Like that. Like
Yes.
I'm just learning.
Yeah, but it's so fascinating. Like I'm also one of my habits, I'm very type A and I like to do Duolingo every day. I have my routines and before bed I like to do Duolingo and it's so fun. It's just like with different languages. They're the main languages I'm always practicing with, but sometimes I might think, okay, what's this language? Just for fun. Because I don't think that's something that you can never get enough of. I don't, you can never know too much. Knowledge is a superpower. Knowledge is an
Yeah.
incredible thing that we as humans have a gift of having our brain. The brain is so complex and interesting, and it's
Yeah.
interesting how we can take so much information and how it's stored in. But yeah, languages are definitely very intriguing. Just also how they came to be and why there are so many. But yeah, I think it'd be beautiful to communicate with absolutely everyone. You travel anywhere, spread your cause anywhere, connect
Exactly.
with people's stories. Because really like hearing people's stories and missions because I feel like it's a very inspiring thing, but it also gives you always so much perspective in life, for sure.
That's so well said. And I think your communication, the way you communicate, your knowledge, of course,
Mhm.
connecting all these dots, I think it gives a different perspective to you towards life, towards people, towards culture. And I think
Yes.
this habit of yours or this aspect of your life, I think
Mhm.
it would definitely help you during the competition of this international. So we can't wait to see the magic.
Thank you so much. It's very sweet.
Yeah. So we have the last question for you, and I really hope that you get the chance to answer this question. If this is the final question at Miss International, I hope so. So the
Oh
question is,
God.
why should you be the next Miss International?
I should be the next Miss International because I believe I match the Miss International branding, first of all. I feel like I have that elegant, that like want to connect with people, and I feel like I carry the values a Miss International and the Miss International brand does. Also, just the fact that I value sustainability and charity, probably one of the biggest themes in Miss International, and I believe that I should be Miss International because of my love and connection for charity and my want to truly help others. Um, and connect
Yes,
with
that's
all the people of the
yeah.
world. And I feel like I believe that I carry a lot of the values of Finnish people. Finns are resilient. And there's actually a Japanese saying, I'm not going to say it now because I don't want to butcher it just in case, but it's basically that fall down 7 times, rise 8. I am the kind of person who, even with all the adversities I faced in life, I always rise. I always push through. And I would want to be the best possible representative and make my organization proud, Miss International proud, the Finns proud, and represent all people from all different walks of life and show that with hard work and resilience, you can go far. In Finland, resilience and integrity is super important. And the essence of being a hard worker. And those are definitely core values that I would take with me. And I believe that I already embody. And I would definitely take that in my role as Mr. International. It would be the greatest honor to be Miss International. And I would definitely take all those values with me and truly do my best to make the organization, Finns, anyone who feels represented by me. Because at the end of the day, we're all people. We're all people with our own story and walks of life. And I want to represent the people.
That's such an amazing answer, like excellent answer. I think if this would have been the final question, I think you would have won the crown for Finland.
Thank
That
you
was
so
such a
much.
good answer.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, it's very important for the winner, like for the winner of any competition, to resonate with the values and the aim or mission of the organization. And I think your passion, your advocacy that you're working for and that you want to work for, and of course, the way you're answering the questions, I think it resonates a lot with the Miss International organization. And I would not be surprised if you win this year, if Finland wins this year. So I would be, cheering the loudest, and I would tell everyone that I had the honor of interviewing the reigning Miss International.
Thank you so much. That'd be amazing. We have one previous Miss International winner, and it would be amazing to follow in her footsteps. We've had a lot of runners up, but it would be
Yeah,
amazing to follow Anneli's footsteps. It's been 50 years, I think, over 50 years since then. So it would be
yeah, more than
an honor of
50.
a lifetime.
Yeah, you are surely going to do your best. So that's all from my side with all the questions. Before you end this live, we are going to do one last segment, and that
Mhm,
is what if you win. So what I'm going to do right now, I've announced this thing that Miss International 2025 is Finland, and
mhm.
you have to give your winning reaction. Like, how will you react on stage if you win this year? What will be your winning reaction?
I think I feel like this.
So
I feel
let's just
like.
do that. I mean, let's just do a practice session for you. Like, if you are in top two this year, so just imagine you are winning, and I'm announcing the results.
Mhm. No, whole hand.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Miss International 2025 is Finland.
I
Woo!
think I know myself, so I feel like I'd be like, oh my God. And I think I'd start crying. I'm very emotional sometimes, or like the happy tears would come. I think I
Yeah,
definitely, oh my heart. I always like, yeah, that feeling. I feel
I
like
think
I'm
you will
definitely
surely
like,
do an amazing job. Yeah.
thank you so
I mean,
much.
tears would come of happiness. Like, you have worked so hard for the crown and winning for your country is such an amazing feeling. And first of all, representing your country is such an amazing feeling. And then winning the crown for the country, it's like cherry on the cake.
Mm,
So yeah, I mean, you will surely do amazing. We are confident about you.
thank you so much. Yeah, that'd be amazing. That's a beautiful little manifestation too. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
manifestation
close
works
to
a
my
lot.
heart. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
All right. So yeah, that's all from my side. And again, thank you so very much for this live. And we had a lovely time talking to you. And remember this thing that not just Finnish people, but Indian people are also behind you, supporting and cheering for you because I think Finland and Finnish people are very loved in India. So we are so happy for you, and we are there to support you if you need any help in your journey. And once again, thank you so much, and all the best for Miss International.
Thank you so much. That means a lot, and it was wonderful to be here today and to be interviewed by you. Thank you for taking the time to reach out to me and organize this. And thank you so much for your kind words. I definitely feel all the love and in general from everyone. I remember every single interaction and kind word and comment. It's truly been amazing, and I'm so touched and speechless. Thank you so much, and thank you for taking the time. And it was very fun to chat with you and share all of our different points. And thank you so much
Yeah.
for this.
Again, thank you so much, and all the best for Miss International. And yeah, have a good day ahead. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah, good night. Bye.